All right, I want to do a quick video update on that Denver, Colorado area shooting. Now, it's important for people to understand that this is all being done around the Denver, Colorado area. Why? Because that whole area is full of the New World Order. A lot of the reports that I'm reading are actually stating that the Denver, Colorado area is part of the shadow government, the shadow government of the New World Order, part of the United States government, all right, that has taken over the United States government. The New World Order has taken over the United States of America's government, all right? Did you know that? Okay, now this shooting, which is all over the news 24/7 now, what shooting? The Aurora, Colorado, Dark Knight Rises theater shooting with the guy, the suspect, Mr. Holmes. All right, now, I think that counts up to about 15 right now and about 58. And that's very, the reports are varying on that. But anyways, listen, this is amazing stuff. The more I dig into this, the more it looks like this is a false flag New World Order setup. I tell you, everything points to it. All the reports I'm looking at, I mean, this is crazy. Number one, I've said before that it's no coincidence that Obama, the Antichrist, is now pushing his United Nations gun ban treaty through the government right now. And you know he's going to get it. I don't care if the Senate says yay, nay, or whatever. He doesn't care. If they say no, he's going to executive order it. If they say yes, well, who cares? And he's going to take the credit for it anyways, right? So the more research I do about this shooting and past shootings, the more I'm realizing, like, my God in heaven, this is amazing stuff. What is amazing? Well, you look into Mr. Holmes, the suspect. Number one, the guy wears a mask, a gas mask. Now remember that, gas mask, because that's important. Because if you go into the Denver airport, and you can look at it, just type in on your engine search, Denver International Airport murals on its walls, whatever variation of that, and you'll see on the inside of the Denver International Airport walls, there's a guy with a gas mask on killing people. Now, is that a coincidence? No. The whole Denver International Airport is a New World Order airport, and the whole area. I mean, even if you're flying in a plane or a helicopter, or you just look at the aerial photos of the Denver International Airport, you'll see that it's in the shape of a Nazi swastika, whatever, swastika. I mean, isn't that freaky? I mean, coincidence? No, because in the airport, all over the airport, it's blatant about the New World Order agenda and propaganda, and and it's everywhere. I mean, you look at the plaque in the airport, and you can look online. The plaque says this airport is done by the New World Commission. There is not a New World Commission. What they're saying is this is the New World Order agenda. Even the Queen of England has, and she's satanic. All her family are satanic. They're not even British. Did you know that? They're actually German. What's the Queen's last name? The Queen. They changed their name to the House of Windsor from a German name. They're usurpers. They came in and took over the whole area, the whole empire. They took it over. Anyways, that's another story. And they're actually related to Vlad the Impaler or Count Dracula. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can. Finding out more about these people. Anyways, the Queen of England, under an alias, has bought property close to the Denver airport. Why? Because all the cockroaches gathered together, all the flies gathered together, all the vultures gathered together. Okay, listen. Now this ties right into the Aurora, Colorado shooting. Okay, now this guy, this suspect, they find him Okay, this guy goes in. If you haven't heard this, I mean, where are you listening to your news? Anyways, this guy goes in, Mr. Holmes. This young guy goes in and apparently this allegedly shoots how many people now? It's up to what, 15 or something dead, and 58 or something like that wounded, etc., etc. Now, different stations, different reports they vary. Anyways, he's wearing a gas mask. Well, in the Denver airport, the guy that's killing little kids on the paintings on the walls is wearing a gas mask. Well, how blatant is that? All right, and they're little kids. Apparently, the shooter went in and shot. Now, I don't really believe it's Mr. Holmes, because Mr. Holmes apparently was not found at the scene there. He was picked up later on, I think, in his mother's house. Anyways, he attended university in the area and different universities. Anyways, if you go and find out about this guy, Mr. Holmes, was actually part of a government mind control program. That's what he was studying. I mean, it's crazy. I'm going to probably read you an article here if I have time, talking about a little bit of the background. And his apartment was booby-trapped, but he told the police that it was booby-trapped. So if you want to kill a lot of people, why would you tell somebody about booby-trapped? If you look at this guy's face, this guy looks like he's out to lunch, like he's on something, and totally controlled, mind controlled on some kind of drug or something. Now the reports are saying that this is what this guy's makeup or past is all about. This guy Holmes is a mind control student of the government. And Daryl, is that funny? It's crazy. You look at Ted Kaczynski, the bomber guy. He was part of MK Ultra government control. You look at the guys from Columbine, the shooters. The parents were in the black ops of the government. You look at these things. I mean, you go back and the Oklahoma City bombing. The people that were involved with that were also part of the mind control, part of the government. And there's a pattern here. This is crazy. So the more I dig into it, the more I can see the New World Agenda. This is a definite plan, in my estimation, to bring about the sentiment, the UN treaty, the banning guns in America. This is to ban guns in America. Obama has his Obamacare, health care. What else does he want? He wants everything. He wants your health care. He wants to and he has the power to throw all Americans and all citizens now into FEMA camps or concentration camps. So all the laws that Obama, the Antichrist, is passing is to further his power over America and the nations. And America has been the USA. Some people say don't say America because it's North America. You know what I mean? They're saying, people from around the world, you're being prideful if you say America, because there's North America, there's South America, Central America. So they say when you speak, say United States of America, because there's different Americas. Which I see their point, yeah. But we're talking about the good old USA, right? United States of America. Listen. So all these ties, the more I dig into this, the more I see mind control being used here. Then you tie it to the murals in the Denver International Airport. It's freaky weird. The Denver International Airport is full of New World Order agenda. They're blatant about it. The murals, the paintings, it's all in there. I mean, you look at it. You got a guy with a gas mask. You have the suspect running into the theater with a gas mask. Now, the strange part about that is you don't really see who his face is, and later on he's picked up and they still call him a suspect. And he, like I said, he's part of he's already got his degree, I think in neuroscience anyways, and this guy is dealing, this guy's been studying the brain and the sciences, and he's in the mind control programs. Okay, now you can go just look at that. It's very easy to find out. But there's a pattern here. Okay, now Columbine is just down the road, and that was also a government setup as well. Because at the same time, the report that I'm reading is that when just before Columbine happened, that massacre over there, you also have gun bans going into effect trying to pass through Congress. Now you have the greatest gun ban so far maybe in history to be pushed on the whole world through Obama the Antichrist. You keep saying Obama the Antichrist because I'm telling you, Obama is the Antichrist. I go down to the car place to fix my car or buy supplies to do my oil changes or whatever. I'm telling people there, hey, everything that I'm finding, you need to tell everybody everywhere you go that Obama is the Antichrist. You need to tell them that we're living in the last days and Jesus is about to come back to the planet. You need to tell everybody that in the Obamacare health care bill, there is a provision, a law in there for everybody to be microchipped or to be tattooed with an RFID, radio frequency identification tag. Okay, you need because that's the sign of the Antichrist. Revelation 13:16-18 says that when the world ruler arises on the planet, over the planet, over the most powerful nation in the end times with computer technology, and he makes everybody get this RFID or a computer chip or computer technology implanted in their right hand or in their forehead. This is the Antichrist. So you have the privilege of going and telling people the Antichrist is alive and Jesus Christ, the Messiah, the true Christ, is coming back. You have that privilege. No other generation had the same privilege as you and I do. We are the generation that will not see death as a whole. Now, there's people dying all the time, but not this generation. This generation shall not pass away before the coming of the Lord. I know it. It's a fact. All the facts are there. When you pass the sign and it says Los Angeles in 50 miles, you know if you continue to go down that road and you get to the next sign and the next sign, you know LA's coming up there. Just like you know when you see all these signs coming to pass right now, know that Jesus is coming back on the earth one of these days. I'm not talking about 40 years, 20 years, 5 years. I'm talking about days, possibly days, weeks or months of the coming of the Lord. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, the Bible says you don't know the day or hour, but I'm looking every day and I'm watching. And Jesus said, when you see all these signs come to pass at the same time, know that the coming of Jesus is right at the doors, right there. So, okay, listen. I love it. So I started to study about this Mr. Holmes. They call him a suspect. He's into mind control with the government. Strange UN treaty being passed by Obama. Obama's going to get it no matter what, okay? Doesn't matter what anybody says, he's going to get it because that's who he is. He's passing the biggest gun ban treaty ever. He's not only going to take away the guns of the United States of America citizens and people here, he's going to take it across Canada, Mexico, and the world. I mean, just think of it. Eric Holder was caught, Obama's right-hand guy, was caught sending thousands of guns down to Mexico. Why? Well, to arm the cartels that they run, etc., etc. But more importantly, Eric Holder was caught shipping, this is the Fast and Furious scandal, caught shipping guns down there because they wanted to ship the guns down there and then blame that there's too many guns in the market and pass this UN gun ban treaty and blame it on the Second Amendment. We got to take away people's guns. That's their purpose. If you read the reports and you do the research, you will find that this is Obama's mindset. He wanted to send the guns down there to take away the freedom of the Second Amendment, of having the right to bear arms here in America. They were caught. It's right in the papers right now. Put all the pieces together. Now, something else I want to throw in here quickly is, did you know that Giffords, remember, she got shot there in Arizona, and the Judge Roll was killed? Did you know that Judge Roll and Giffords, both of them were actually looking into the Fast and Furious gun shipping down to Mexico? Did you know that they were investigating that? So Obama and his administration whacked them, right? Killed them, assassinated them. Did you know that? Did you know this was not just a random shooting? This was a deliberate assassination against the Judge Roll and against Gifford. Gifford was a Democrat, but she was totally against Obama and everything that she did. Now, I don't know if they wanted to attempt to assassinate her or kill her, and it didn't work out. But they killed the judge, Roll, because that guy had just ruled against Obama. But I've found out that both of them were investigating